tell me about your beautiful case.
She just was a force of nature. She wasn't going to be defined by cancer. She wasn't Katie the cancer patient, she was Katie. She wasn't dying from cancer, she was living with cancer. And that's what she was very determined for everybody to know. She wasn't having it define her life, and she wasn't having it stop doing things. And her whole being was that her son would be okay, and that she'd look after him for as long as she could and make sure that everything was in place so he was happy and safe after she was gone. She was off work ill and thought she'd pulled a muscle in her back and was watching Embarrassing Bodies and saw about breast examination.
Right.
Examined her breast for the first time and found a lump.
28, it's no age, and I think at 28 you think you're invincible, don't you? You know, you still think you're invincible, you know, you're young, and people, a lot of people, their perception is that, especially with Woodlands, you know, a lot of people who come to us a lot older than Katie, you know, and it's, you know, as you say, she was 28 when she was diagnosed.
Yeah, 31 when she died. Should have had her whole life ahead of her. I mean, they thought when she found the lump, everybody thinks when you get diagnosed with cancer early that it means that you've got a better chance because you're younger, but in effect it means it generally is more aggressive when you're younger. Right. And it does affect. Cancer's no respect of age, it's no respect of sex. It can affect men, it can affect women. It doesn't matter how much money you've got, it doesn't matter what you do for a job. It can affect anybody at any stage, and there's no such thing as too young to have cancer, as unfortunately a lot of people. That's why you need hospices. I think in hospital they treat the patient, they treat the symptom, but the hospices treat the whole person, they treat the whole family. And for myself, when I was struggling with this and didn't know where to turn, I started counselling with Woodlands before Katie died. So I was already in that process. So once she had died, I had already had somebody who I'd made a connection with here. I'm very proud of her. She's left a gap. It's like, you think about losing your arm, but it's like having your heart ripped out, losing a child.
Live for today and not for the future. Lots of love.
Welcome to Woodlands, everyone. We are delighted today to welcome our wonderful, wonderful corporate partners, Neil and Reg.
The campaign name is called Hope Flows. It's a bit of play on words.
But so, obviously hope, which is what every person who crosses the threshold of Woodlands has.
When we launch on the 10th of March, we're having a bit of a day in our office, and we've already got suppliers. We've got the bank, we've got our accountants, we've got a number of suppliers already coming down on the 10th, and they're going to ring what we're going to call the Woodlands bell. And every time a customer, a business customer, gives us some money and donates towards the campaign, we'll do a live video with the bell getting rung, and it'll be shared all over LinkedIn. So we've got a team of plumbing and drainage engineers, and each one of them will be adorned with a fab t-shirt. During the period of the 10th of March to the 17th of April, we will be, anybody who books business, commercial business with Danu McMade, anyone who books commercial business, we will be donating 5% of that revenue to the Woodlands Hospice. Yeah. And this isn't just about from the 10th of March to the 17th of April. This is a commitment now. We've been here today. The facilities, like, you know, Debbie said, it's just
fantastic.
A ball event. It is, isn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing, yeah.
People have a really good life and people deserve a good death. It shouldn't be a luxury. So for us, hospice, you know, Woodlands is so important to be in the Liverpool community. And when we join forces like this, the impact that we're having on our local community is huge. So, you know, we are so grateful. Thank you so much to Oriel Studios for partnering with us for the campaign.
Yeah, so my wife's nan came through Woodlands about 4 or 5 years ago, and it's a service that you never ever want to have to use, but the care and service that Woodlands offered to the family was unbelievable, and something that's always stuck with me. So when the opportunity come to sponsor the campaign, I jumped all over it. Certainly one of the most memorable things about this campaign has been the gift from Dino Rod by gifting us the membership to the chamber, because that has just opened up a whole new world for us at Woodlands. And I think the beauty of, you know,
obviously, when we meet in the chamber, it's called Well Connected, and I think this is the epitome of Well Connected, because without the chamber, we wouldn't have all got this connection.
Personally, it means so much to think of people going through really tough times. What I've seen from just looking around this building, there's people wandering in and out all the time, sitting down, having a chat. Everybody's making the best of what is a lousy situation to be in. And the positivity that runs through this place is absolutely fantastic.
And the key thing I learned from it during that period of time was how important the soft stuff is in these hospices. It's not just the beds. It's looking after the families. It's looking after every aspect of things, giving people something a bit brighter in life, which might be Reiki, might be sound bath, might be something like that. We just love to contribute to make lives better for the whole families that are coming here, not just the person who's ill.
It's not just before and during, it's after as well, which I've found out that you know, nobody's forgotten about if the you know, when the situation does turn sad, that there's still a place to come if people want to. And I go back to the building is fantastic, and it's a credit to Woodlands, to be fair. Oh, well, we've just seen the most fantastic trolley today, that for people who are really going through it and just want a little bit of excitement in life, a bit of a lift, a bit of something that makes them feel normal. There's actually a running bar in this place. Wheeled along, and I tell you what, it's very well stocked.
Well, it was until
you two got here. Let's see what we can do together, hey. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, here we go. We're starting today.
Lovely.
Oh, amazing.